buttered bread, that can only mean one thing, and one thing only. It can never mean anything else. It can only mean this one thing. It could mean lots of things. Hello everyone and welcome to Friday. Mal, what are we doing today?
Grilled cheese.
What kind of grilled cheese?
Pear and brie.
I've never had that, so I don't know if I should actually be excited for that or not. But Mal found a recipe.
Well,
it was a recipe?
I've known about this.
Oh, you've known about this.
And then I was watching Food Wishes on YouTube, and I was like, that sounds really good. So we got some pears.
So we're going to give this a shot. I don't know if it's good or not. I like grilled cheese sandwiches. I don't want to say grew up on grilled cheese sandwiches, but in many ways I did. My mom's a vegetarian or a pescatarian. She absolutely loves grilled cheese sandwiches. She made them all the time. And I was a big fan of soup growing up, especially Campbell's chicken noodle soup, which in retrospect really isn't that good. But a lot of times I would have chicken noodle soup and Mom would also make a grilled cheese sandwich and then you could dip it in the soup. It's really good. So the fact that we're now taking that to the next level using brie and adding pear, that's kind of exciting to me. I hope I like
pears.
I love pears. Pears are probably one of my favorite fruit. They might be my favorite fruit. I don't know. I kind of waver between those and strawberries and pizza. Pizza's not a fruit, I guess. So is the pear and the brie supposed to be garnish?
It was just extra I had.
Oh, okay. All right, let's give this a shot then.
It's almost like dessert.
First off, wow. Grilled cheese is way better with brie. And second off, yeah. The pears almost do make it like dessert. It's
very sweet.
It's very sweet, but it's, you can see it. That's like, that thing's really good, man. That's yeah. It's Get a chance. Try that out. That was good. That is a late night cat fight, is what that is. Sometimes they get into this. I feel like it tends to happen whenever someone stays up late and like they're used to going to sleep, but there's a human up, so they don't really know what to do with themselves. So they just beat the crap out of each other. It's sometimes amusing, but it's mostly upsetting because they make loud noises and they run around the house at like really stupid hours. Anyway, it's currently 5:30 a.m., so it's super late. One of the problems we ran into was that normally when we do a monthly Stephen Craft video is we record it like several days before it comes out. And this time around, I was not really on the same page with the staff, and I had made the statement that there would be no Saturday night videos in July. And what I meant was no Saturday night videos except the Stephen Craft video. But they didn't tell them that, so I had kind of waited to say anything because I had been busy, and then on Thursday, so yesterday, I was like, so are we going to do the Stephen Craft video? And everyone was like, what, that's happening? And I was like, yeah. So my idea was, I've had this idea for a month or 2 months, but we waited to do it, was where we get everyone to do a group build in Minecraft. And the idea was that we tell everyone that we're building this one thing, but there's no other plans given. It's just very fluid, and it allows people to be incredibly creative because you're working towards this one vague idea, but everyone is kind of doing their own thing. So that's what I tried to do. I said that we were all going to collectively build a mansion. And they, the staff got the plot of land ready for it, and they got everything all set, and they made a warp for it. So that's what we did this evening. We actually made a group build, and I kind of envisioned a world where we're all working on one thing, and it's casual enough that if someone's building something and someone else starts working on it, that it doesn't bother you that they may not be, doing it the exact way that you envisioned it. But instead, that didn't actually happen. Let me show you, and keep in mind I'm actually streaming this from Mao's computer, so if it doesn't look quite right, then that's why, because it's a little laggy. But this is where we started. There's a huge plot of land here, and Mao was the aerial cam, like a time-lapse camera, so this is 4 minutes in, and there's a bunch of stuff going up. Now keep in mind that the idea was mansion, it was a house, and instead people started building individual things, so that didn't quite work out. You can kind of see right here at the start is where I started working on like a front thing, like an entrance to it, and some other people followed suit, but a lot of people kind of ran off and did their own thing. And the problem was, eventually, that was impossible to connect. So we'll jump a few minutes in. I mean, this is only like 10 minutes in or something, and there's a lot of stuff going up. So that was really interesting. It was actually really cool to see everything happening and happening so quickly. And there's a video that'll be up. By the time you guys get this, it's up already, but it will be in the end slate of tomorrow's vlog, so make sure you don't miss it. But it was cool. It was a fun experiment, and we might do it again in the future, but it was a nice learning experience to kind of learn what worked and what didn't. But at the end, instead of like a mansion, it was just like this really weird mishmash of different buildings. But I half expected that to happen, so I don't have any complaints, but it was fun. It was really fun. I want to do this again in the future. We just have to come up with an idea. And I kind of want to get some ideas from you. What would be a good idea that would be general enough that everyone could do, but specific enough that everyone can work towards? I thought that just doing a house would be kind of a good idea, but maybe I should have just said town, because this is kind of what it turned into, was a town. So if you guys have any idea for a project that a lot of people could work on, where it's a singular idea, where it's like everyone work towards this, but no further instructions are given, I'd be interested in hearing it. Just because this is such a cool idea. It was so neat to see everything being built up around you when no one has a specific goal. It's like building, you know. I'd like to see what can be done with that in the future. That'd be really cool. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Our day consisted pretty much of working. Mal made the really delicious lunch, but then otherwise we've been working on this Minecraft video for quite a while. We also recorded some Resident Evil. We're trying to get everything ready because we leave for our road trip on Tuesday, so it is it's technically now Saturday, so we don't have very much time left. We have to amount as much content, much extra content as we can before we go. So we are doing our best. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?
Meow 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 meow.
Okay,
meow,
the
meow,
reason
meow.
Mallory
Meow, meow, meow.
is meowing is because
meow, meow.
she has a card in play right now that forces her to meow.
Do you think me blind and deaf, son? I know all about your fight with Verity Patsy last night, and then this little visit to Christina. Your behavior is unacceptable. It reminds me of myself when I was your age.